When most people think about the holidays, they imagine full rooms, familiar laughter, and being surrounded by people who know them well or those they seldomly see. So, how'd you guys sleep? For the past few years, I spent the holiday season mostly alone. And as I say this, there's a part of me that hesitates to release this vulnerability, but I believe the act of releasing is a vital part of this transformative cycle I'm proudly in. For personal reasons, my immediate family and I are spread out throughout the States, and honestly, we've begun to spend more time apart. To add, my friends are far from me. They're building lives of their own. And after moving to a new state, I've been working on trying to build friendships of my own. Well, in the process of doing that, I found myself landing in this period where I needed to spend more time alone to fully embrace a healing season I began a few years ago. As I mature in it, I'm feeling like this lonesome period will reach its end soon. And while it draws near, I'm finding myself to be more expressive, which is why you're seeing me open up more in the space I've created here on YouTube. The first year I spent alone on the holidays was an eye-opening experience. It was unfamiliar and strange, yet I couldn't help but to begin to ask the questions I needed to ask myself in order to kickstart the growth I wanted to experience. Questions that revolve around my relationship with past lovers, my mother and father, the relationship I have with myself, and so much more. With each year, I've definitely faced struggles. Many times I've wondered, why am I here over and over again? But miraculously, I've become better at embracing stillness by allowing the silent corners of my home to fill my mind, heart, and soul with inspiration, gratitude, and joy. And the answers to many self-related questions which had ultimately helped me rediscover myself, uncovering my self-identity. My self-identity has once been buried by insecurities and spending time wondering, why do I? Why would they? Instead, now I ask questions like, what can I learn from these moments that feel unfamiliar and uncomfortable? Do they speak to my soul with love, inspiration, and joy? I do believe seasonal depression is a real thing, and I do believe people experience it for many reasons other than loneliness. But for me, each year, I've begun to detach myself away from this idea of seasonal depression. Considering we create our own reality, if we have this strong expectation that we will face deep sadness for a specific season, then regardless of the steps we try to take to avoid it, it will undoubtedly happen simply because we feel like it should happen, all because we are anticipating loneliness. If I feel like there's a huge chance I'll be alone during a season such as this, I'm now at a place where I feel excited to use this time to continue improving myself and getting to know myself deeper and deeper. When I look back to each year I've spent in solitude during the holidays, I notice myself gradually making a home within myself more and more. The first year of solitude, I did some sweeping and dusting. The next year, I hung art on the walls and added in some plants. And the year after that, I brought in comfortable furniture. This year, I'm dancing and singing around the home I've built within myself, all with a warm beverage in my hands. I've embraced solitude, the wiser I've become. This is different from embracing the term loneliness. I feel like solitude and loneliness are two different things. And so I've turned this idea that I'm so lonely to I'm just embracing solitude. I am embracing this period where I am spending time alone and considering I don't really speak to many people on the day to day. Maybe here and there I may catch up with a friend via phone call or text, but in a non toxic way. I have really become reliant on my discernment, my soul, and just on myself and the voice that speaks within me. I definitely count on our creator, but our creator exists within ourselves and around us as well. And the existence of our creator goes hand in hand with our faith and our ability to believe within ourselves that our creator exists. So when I say that I have become more like reliant on myself, like that's what it means. Because a journey such as this definitely requires one to look inward so deeply. And so I have become a wiser person because I have had to rely on the inner workings of myself. I've had to ask myself questions and answer them because I no longer feel like a stranger to myself. I'm like chilling with my homie, and my homie is my soul. Overall, I understand it now. I totally understand why we as humans who actually seek growth and self growth must go through these periods that require so much initial pain. At the end of the day, regardless of who you're surrounded by, it's important to sit with yourself and get to know yourself so that you can map out a life that you are meant to live. When you spend time alone, you get to understand what brings you joy and what displeases you. You get to have fun and choose the hobby that really speaks to your spirit, and you get to understand your love language because you'll be providing that love to yourself, and you'll be like, hey, I really like physical touch, like I really like giving myself hugs, or I really like words of affirmation because I enjoy speaking that to myself every single day, or I really like gift giving because I really enjoy shopping for myself and beautifying my outwardly appearance. Like I'm showing myself that I love myself. As the holidays draw near, I can either A, see it as like a dark period, or I can sit with that period and embrace it and see it as a holy moment where I am literally becoming more and more whole within myself. All of my videos are meant to inspire and just for me to release anything that I feel pent up with inside of me. I know that everyone is on their own journey. I don't want to encourage you to get up out of your bed right now and stop being sad and stop feeling those deep emotions, because at the beginning of my journey, I needed to feel sad. I needed to feel those deep emotions. I just want to encourage you that regardless of where you are in your journey, I want you at the top of your heart, in the front of your mind, at the center of your soul, to understand that everything that you are going through right now is truly, truly meant for you to bloom and you to blossom into something great. So if you are feeling sad, understand that that sadness that you are feeling does not define you. It does not mean that you will continue to feel it forever. Allow that depth that you are feeling to resonate with you and sit with it and understand it so deeply that you're like, yeah, I feel sad right now. And I understand why I feel sad right now. And I'm going to feel this sadness, but I'm not going to allow it to define me, because I know that this time next year, I know that this time, maybe even tomorrow, I will feel better, even if it's by a few percent. And I want you to know that you are loved and that you are being thought of and prayed for by a woman living in Philadelphia. And if you have a beverage right now, cheers, because we're making it and we're getting through it. We are literally in this together, and you may feel like physically alone, but I'm telling you, in this spiritual realm, if we are as aligned as I believe that we are, as you're watching, my soul is literally sitting next to your soul, and we are literally together. I want to take this moment to say hey to everyone who's been here from the very beginning, and to my new friends who have joined me here. You have now entered a safe space, a community that will listen to you, that will hold you, that will resonate with you, and that will not judge you along the way. If you're just stopping by to see who this lady is, you can call me Nicole, and I film every Saturday to post every Sunday. Today is Sunday. It's currently 9:20 a.m. and I will see you next time. Was I too close to the mic? Okay. I will see you next time. This is so good. This is amazing.